welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Seminoles about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State.
Makes a grab for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking the shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hang-up? Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bridges. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. They're dealing with a second and long. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. To the air, it's Applewhite. They've got the screen set up. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
They'll leave it with him. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to put three on the board. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out. He'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Applewhite. Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And the Noles can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And Tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Complete. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Applewhite. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Caught behind the line. It's Cunningham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Rebels in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A lot of defenders around on that screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Got it behind the line. It's Bridges. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, it's Cunningham. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got the quick pass. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Seminoles!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution, has got to be great in these two-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. The screen. He can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they hoped for.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up their pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's good.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The quick out. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Big guy smells it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Extra point here will tie the game. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, the running back looking for Rhodes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. Touchdown, no! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
31, Ole Miss, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bridges. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
31, Ole Miss, 24.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bridges. There he goes. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the move, it's Cunningham. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Reads it, fires complete. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Shakes off the defender. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Went up top on second down. That leaves them needing a yard here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Quick spin on the run.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on first, second, and third down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This time it's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, in a two-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be thrown to as often as possible in a two-minute situation late trail.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Breaks into the open. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Caught. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs and snuggle. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this fourth and short? And
touchdown Seminoles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got a man, it's Odom. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. grabbed in the backfield. It's Odom. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's got his man across the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Last chance coming up. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. Takes it into the house, and the clock is at 0, and they are down a single.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.